just about set for football now at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Today, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Los Angeles Chargers. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Good coverage by the kick team. Force him to start out back at the 23-yard line. They'll run, and here's Amarian Hampton. And he is out of bounds at the 45. 22 yards, that's the way to start the game. Very quick first down. Play action now. It's Herbert. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. See what they have for 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Hampton trying to work inside. And no room to be found. We'll get this back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. Moving to his right. He'll try to run for it. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. Momentum building here. On this drive, they go again. 1st and 10. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert.
Third and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up. Caught in the end zone. He's got it.
Touchdown.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. It's up and through. We'll take a lead.
Eagles nothing.
How about this for a bold call? First quarter, lead, not enough. They're going to try an onside kick. Well, that's one you don't really see all that often. Declare a first quarter onside kick. The hands team takes care of it. First carry for Saquon Barkley. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for the Eagles. First down.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end. Dallas got him. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. They'll try it now with Barkley.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Now Herbert on the bootleg. That's to the running back, Amarian Hampton. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. From 23, here's 2nd and 4.
At the 23-yard line.
Fake the handoff. Jordan Davis gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He's got a man! It's Harris! They'll get 19 out of that play. It's good for a Charger first down.
First down, Charger.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3.
At the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. On play action now. Herbert. Over the middle. He's got Harris. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll come up now. Again, good news. It's 1st and 10. Little quick pass to the receiver heading right. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this second quarter. They have it 2nd and 4 coming up. On the give, here's Ingold. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Herbert. The throw on the run is complete. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. And that one not going to get there. And it's wide to the left as well. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 1-possession game. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's caught Saquon Barkley. And he is out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage, so they're going to end up losing a couple yards. Not a good first down.
Out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. That's Goddard in motion. On 3rd down, here's Hurts. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
This offensive line has to do a better job, Mike, of communicating the protection pre-snap, especially on these key 3rd downs. The blitz overwhelms them from the jump, and now they're picking their quarterback off the ground.
And he is going backwards. Good coverage there to make sure he did not get free. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Chargers.
On 1st down, right back to Hampton. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2. Brings up
Herbert to throw. Going left side, complete to Harris. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
And it's 3rd down.
He gets this one complete to Johnston. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
First down, Chargers.
Clock ticking down, and we will hit the 2-minute warning. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Herbert now on first down. That's into the hands of Harris. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 19
Now,
yards.
another first and 10.
Chargers first down.
Herbert to the air again. Once again, he gets it to Harris. And it's going to be first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. To the goal line and in. Matt McConkey. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Point after now from Dicker. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. And they are unable to tack on the extra point. Looking to double up here. Score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. Well, that was a bold effort. Still in the first half. Trying onside, but it's covered up easily. The Hens team has good field position. On first down, it's Hurts. That's taken in right side by Goddard. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And an Eagles.
That's Goddard in motion.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A first down throw for Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize right here. They end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's
Hurts on his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And down here in the red zone, of course, we know about the tush push, we know about direct snaps and design runs, but what Jalen Hurts can really do, as good as any quarterback in the league, is just the old-fashioned scramble drill. And you ask defenses, Mike, what's the hardest thing to defend in the red zone? And they'll tell you scramble quarterback.
Here's Darius Davis to return it. Whoa! He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Chargers offense going to take over just before the half. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on first and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Over to the sideline. Caught by Harris. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's third down.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down.
So the two teams head for their respective locker rooms. We head to Orlando. Scott Hansen has our halftime report. Scott, now this is a surprise. Right out of the locker room, they'll try the onside kick. Oh, the Chargers say they have it. They do.
Illegal touching. Offense.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Looking right side, he's got a receiver. It's Smith. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
Man in motion is Smith.
10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley.
Every team winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. That's to the right side. Punt by Goddard. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? Hurts using his power on the sneak. And he's going to have the Eagles first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion.
First down.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
14. Chargers, 13.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Chargers ball, and Omari and Hampton, they're back, coming out with the LA offense. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in, that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate. The pressure gets there. Down he goes. Back inside the 20-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete.
A gain of 7 yards.
3rd, they need 8. Shotgun now for Herbert. Now a shot here, deep middle. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it will fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Herbert. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th down. Herbert, big body here for the sneak. And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, it's Herbert. Now a ball thrown deep for Johnston. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Tough one to pick up here. 3rd down and 9. Now it's Herbert. Over the middle, he's got Harris. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And I don't think his surge is going to be enough. He was never They're able to extend the ball, and indeed, the defense has... And it's a turnover on down. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line. Man in motion is Smith. And we will not get another snap here. That is going to do it for this third quarter of play. To throw on second down is Hurts. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
On the ground, Hampton. Looked like a lateral there, but now... The Eagles offense back onto the field for their next possession. They're just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. Man, that was something. Shooting the rush as long as he could, but they could not convert downfield. On second down, Hurts. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
That's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Slot man going to move in motion left.
The 35-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. Pushed out to his left. Oh. Workout at all. That is a safety. Well, just when you think you've seen it all, there's this one. That's a lot of ground to cover in the wrong direction and cost 2 points.
Well, Mike, this doesn't happen very often, but I think I'm at a loss of words. You just don't typically see a play like that happening very often, but in this case, if you're the defense, you'll take the 2 points.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Herbert. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. There's that man again, another catch. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down. They'll go. It's Hampton. 1st down and more inside the 20. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
4-yard gain on the play.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. And that one incomplete. Trey Harris targeted there. 2nd and 10.
Tariq Woolen on the coverage.
They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. On 3rd and long, it's Herbert. And he's in. Quentin Johnston Johnston. Touchdown, LA.
Los Angeles.
2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, that's the way to handle it. Up 1, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the fourth quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
The Chargers will line up.
Now Herbert on the bootleg. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
And that one's not going to work out as the Hands team is there to recover. 9, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Barkley. He's got space inside the 25. Get into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Eagles.
A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, but we got ourselves a ball game.
So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. So, 2 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning available, yet they'll go with an onside kick. And that one not going to work out, as the Hands team is there to recover.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Herbert will give it to Vidal. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Herbert. Rolling right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the... On first down, Herbert. That is caught. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
1st and goal, Chargers.
Play action now. It's Herbert. That is brought in the end zone.
To
Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
And that one not going to work out, as the Hands team is there to recover.
Illegal touching. Offense.
They'll send a man in motion left. On first down, it's Hurts. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Man in motion is Smith. A second down throw for Hurts. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. The defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd down and 9. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's taken in left side by Smith. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. That's taken in, and he's down. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
It's a gain of 20.
Not only do they convert on 4th down, they picked up a quarter of the field. A gain of 25. Now, 1st and goal. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. They'll drop to throw. Now problems. He loses the football near his own goal line. And that's going to be scooped up in the end zone. A fumble recovery for touchdown.
Well, I got some bad memories of this exact situation. Super Bowl 50, Cam Newton at quarterback, and Malik Jackson, he rolled onto it into the end zone. Kind of the same deal here. You just have to be super aware of who's around you. Put the ball away, because when you don't, it pops out, and that's about the easiest touchdown a defender could get.
For the Chargers.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll step up and run this. And nice work there. He'll go into a slide and gain about 7.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line. Play action.
Here's Hurts. He's hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes.
An 8-yard. It's now 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And he'll just have to. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. Hurts to throw. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That is brought in. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. They needed that to go their way to have any hope. Well, it's corralled by the hands team, and that should just about wrap this one up. They'll go with Hampton. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here comes Hampton on the toss right. And this run's not going to yield anything. Stopped in the backfield on back-to-back plays.
Back at the 45-yard line.
Herbert down to a knee. And that should wrap this one up. So it's a win for the visiting Chargers. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start, 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific